Hey guys, this is your coach Marwan from Marwan Killer Fitness. On today's video, we're going to be talking about intermittent fasting. Now, depending on who you speak to, which websites you read, Wikipedia has intermittent fasting as a diet. Well, it's not a diet in itself in that you're not actually restricted to anything that you can eat, to certain types of food, but it's an umbrella term for various protocols that are used on and off with intermittent fasting. So there have been lots of research done on intermittent fasting and the benefits of intermittent fasting, and I'm going to go through some of these in a second. Right, so we're only going to be going through a few of them. I'm not going to go through all of them. So number one is cell regeneration. So this is a process that's called autophagy. What happens is your old cells, the old dormant cells, start to die, and then you want to start regenerating. So it's the body's way of cleaning things up, and that's how you can add years and years to a life, so basically through restricting calories. Number two is you are going to get reduced inflammation. Okay, chronic and acute inflammation is not good for the body. Okay, so chronic means that you're constantly inflamed. It's not good health-wise. It's not good for muscle building. It's not good for fat loss. Okay, so by fasting, you're going to reduce the amount of inflammation that you have in the body. 3, improved brain. Okay, so you're going to improve your brain cognitive function simply by being able to focus more and not having to worry all the time about when you can eat, when the last time you eat. So I don't know if you ever, when you go to the office, you sat down and then you look, oh God, it's only 10 o'clock, you know, I can't wait until my lunchtime and that kind of thing. And then your mind starts to wander and you don't get a lot of focus. With intermittent fasting, you know that you're not going to be eating for a period of time, so your brain is able to focus on one thing. And probably the best results that I've had when I've been working is one of the times that I've done a form of intermittent fasting. I've had improved brain function. 4, you're going to get improved insulin sensitivity. Alright, so what happens, what that means is basically your amount of insulin that you release the amount of insulin that you release in proportion to the meal that you ate. So the more insulin sensitive you are, the less insulin that you're going to produce in response to a meal. Sorry, that's what I meant, in response, not a relation, in response to a meal. So if you think about the people who are generally overweight and obese, they're not going to be very insulin sensitive. So the body, the insulin receptors are not kind of as responsive, they're not as responsive to the amount of insulin, so they have to pump more and more insulin to clear all the sugar from the blood. Okay, so that's why they store more fat. Finally, and that leads us to fat loss. Simply by eating less. Okay, there's no magic form about intermittent fasting. It's just that if you eat less and you do more, then you are going to be burning more. You're going to be burning more calories. Therefore, you're going to increase your fat loss. Okay, so when you don't eat as well, then your body is having to use fats for energy, which then leads us on to fat loss. Okay, no insulin in the blood means increased fat loss, and insulin is a storage hormone depending on the situation. Alright, so now we've talked about the benefits. Let's talk about the different types of intermittent fasting diets. So, types of or should I say types of intermittent fasting protocols. Okay, so there are quite a few, but we're only going to go through about 5 of them, I think. So number 1 is you've got the 36-12. Okay, so 36-12, you fast for 36 hours, you eat in a 12-hour window. So if you finish your food at 12 o'clock in the evening, at 8 o'clock in the evening on a Monday, you would fast until the 8 a.m. on the Wednesday. So you fast the whole of Tuesday until Wednesday. Okay. Number 2 is the Eat Stop Eat by Brad Pilon. Eat Stop Eat. And so I'd highly recommend you read everything that you can get by this guy. He is really, really good. Okay, so he created the Eat Stop Eat diet, or rather protocol, which is fasting to 4 hours once a week. Okay, so once a week, be it a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, or whatever day, or a Sunday, then you fast for 24 hours. So if you stop eating at 8 o'clock on a Monday, you fast at 8 o'clock at night, you fast until 8 o'clock p.m. The following Tuesday. Alright, so the next one is the 5-2 diet, which is similar to a Mediterranean type. Okay, this is a less hardcore version out of the lot, in that you don't have to fast as such. Okay, so 5 days of the week you eat normally under your maintenance calories, and 2 days of the week you eat up to 600 calories. So I'll write that down for you guys. 2 days under 600, and protein, fats and veggies. So eat the majority of your food from protein, fats and vegetables. 4 is called the lean gains diet, okay, or the 18-20. 18-20, yeah. No. 16-8, sorry. Lean gains. That's 16-8. Okay, so this was designed by a guy called Martin Berkham, and this is typically the lean gains diet specifically for athletes and bodybuilders. All right, so what you do is you plan to break your workout around around the time that you're going to break your fast. So you're going to have your workout fasted, and then you're going to have your meal afterwards. All right, so you can do it before if you so wish. You can go for a few hours without any food after your workout, but it's more probably you get better results by actually breaking your fast straight after your workout. Alright, so you're training fasted. Finally, we're going to go to the 18-20, which is the warrior diet. This is a really hardcore diet, probably for the guys who are training. So for the ones that like to eat a really large meals at once, this is probably the diet for you, in that you have all your calories in one meal, okay, throughout that 4-hour window. Okay, so it can be good for muscle building, it can be good for fat loss. So to recap, intermittent fasting can be very good for fat burning. The reason being is that you are going to be in a negative so you're going to be in negative calorie balance. No diet has any magic in it, okay? What you need to do is work out whether diet fits into your schedule or not. And there's nothing magic about intermittent fasting. There's nothing magic about the Atkins diet, nothing magic about the low carb diet or the ketogenic diet. They have one thing in common, is that you're going to have to be in a negative calorie balance to lose any kind of body fat. Alright, so Some of these diets are really helpful for, especially for the guys that cannot stop snacking throughout the whole day. So if you're one of these people that has a meal, then it feels hungry an hour later or 2 hours later, and you keep snacking throughout the whole day, then this might be better for you to follow one of these diets, and that you can actually, in that you will help you to stop eating, and therefore will actually result in you burning more body fat. So wrap it up there, guys. If you found this video helpful, leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what videos you want me to do next, and I'll try my best. And before I let you go, I want to teach you how to increase your testosterone levels naturally. If you go to the description box right where it says download your free report, and enter your name and email address, and I'll send you your free report. And you all know about the benefits of testosterone, so there's no need for me to talk about it in this video. Alright guys, we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.